Hello guys, hope everyone is doing fine. Welcome back to another video. In this tutorial, I am going to draw this beautiful bridal wear by Sabyasachi. So this was a requested video that how we can draw this kind of larger prints and very detailed garments. So I increased the brightness of this image to study the detailing and the colors more carefully. And to begin with, I will start by doing the base fabric color first. I mean, use your pencil to doodle all the detailing and the prints whichever you can see, and then you can do your base color, leaving the part of the prints blank. We will do that later. So guys, you can see how I am leaving the part of the prints blank and I'm coloring the fabric as black because that is what is in the picture. Whatever base color you can make out from the picture, do that first. And here I'm using the emboss technique which I have shown in my previous videos as well. You can see that the links are all in the description box, and using this technique you can draw the minute detailing on any kind of bridal or ethnic wears. Just doodle the shapes and then use your pencil over it to give some shadows and highlights. While using your pencil colors, refer to your image or fabric or any design very carefully whichever you are drawing. It depends on the color scheme and also how you observe the picture. I mean, sometimes it may not be possible that we have that particular color with us, but we can mix and match our pencil colors to obtain a different shade, just like how we can use yellow ochre and some brown to obtain the golden look. So that is the trick. Use many pencil colors to give the look of certain shades, and lastly add some black for the shadows and some white for the highlights, and yeah, that will be all to get the desired look. So guys, to give the golden highlights, you can either use golden gel pens or the golden metallic paints or any golden highlighter. But if you don't have those, you can easily use yellow ochre or yellow or mud brown shades to give the look of those golden highlights. It's not important to have the golden pen with us. If you don't even have that, you can easily give the golden highlights. Here you can see how I am doodling the patterns using my empty pen. It may not be always possible to draw all the details with 100% accuracy or 100% color match. It totally depends on how much you can observe and what colors you are using and how you are mixing and matching your colors. So yes, observe your picture very well and always practice and try to experiment with your color mediums and try new techniques and practice daily. I shall show you this image once that you can see it's so detailed and it's not really possible for me to make out the patterns. So what I'm doing is, whatever colors I can see, I'm doing that first with the pencil colors. So this is an easier approach. So this is easy because once you start giving all the colors, you are filling the gap. And then you can make the shapes easily using any black pencil or black gel pen or any fine pen, whichever you want. So yes, try this technique. And also you can use black pencil color to give some shading or some white paint to give that shine. So all together will come very nicely and will give the look of that detailed work. Talking about the white highlights, you can use any medium like white gel pen or white fabric colors or white poster colors, anything whichever you like and whichever you have. But don't forget to give those highlights using the white pen or white paint, because that definitely gives a better look to the detailed work. I mean the highlights and the shiny part, so that will totally enhance all the embroidery or the sequence or the mirror works in your garment. Moving to the lehenga, you can see that there are lots of prints over the base color, which is black. So first we will doodle the design roughly. I mean whatever you can make out from the picture, do that using very light strokes. Then we will do the base color first. After that we will move to render the prints. So guys, as I said you that you can use almost any medium to do your coloring. You can either use this kind of fine pens, which will give you a more control in doing the part more carefully. Otherwise, if this is time consuming for you, you can use any other medium like brush pens or watercolor or poster color using your brush. So choose any medium whichever is comfortable to you. So guys, you can see how I'm leaving the printed part blank and coloring the rest of the area in black. So yeah, this is how you can take your approach towards doing this kind of detail work. I mean, we can get confused while doing this kind of rendering, but if we break it down into several parts, I think that becomes easier for us. So let your base color dry completely and then we will move to rendering the prints. Here again, use several colors of your pencils to bring that look whichever you can make out from the image. I mean, as I said you before also, that it may not be 100% possible to do everything exactly, but at least we can give that look and keep that color scheme similar. So yeah, it's totally up to you and your observation how you are bringing the look into your illustration. Now guys, since this is a printed work and I don't see any minute detailing here, for which I have not used the emboss technique. Be very careful that where you want to use your emboss technique. I mean where you can see those kind of curved lines or some motifs or some minute detailing, use your emboss technique in that particular area. But here it is a printed thing and there are some glittery effect to it, which we will give that later. So guys, here you can see that I'm done with doing the prints with color pencils. I mean, it took me a lot of understanding that which pencil colors to use and how to blend. But yeah, I studied the image little carefully, and by zooming into the picture and observing the image very nicely, and also you can edit the picture a bit to increase the brightness or the saturation to understand the color, and lastly giving some more depth using your white paint can enhance the works more nicely. Here you can see that I am also giving some emphasis on the prints using this black pencil. Also, don't forget to give some outlines to your prints using your sharp black pencil. I mean, that will bring something different look and will also give more detailing to your prints. Here you can see how I have colored first using the pencil colors, and then I have given the outlines using the black pencil. So yeah, that is something you can do. So guys, here you can see I am dividing the folds first using a pencil color, and now I will do the emboss technique to doodle the shapes whichever I can understand from the picture, and I will be using pencil colors again to shade over this doodling. So you can see that I have used a combination of many colors here to bring that particular look whichever I can understand from the picture. I have used some greens, some yellow, some orange, some red, some yellow ochre, and lastly I'm using the black to put more emphasis on the detailing. I mean, the more darker is your area, the better will be the emboss technique. So I hope you understood, and here you can see that how different colors all together is giving lots of angles of reflection here. Also you can see that how in the last part I have used some yellow ochre as a base color, and then I did some shading with brown, especially at the corners. I mean, keep the center of your folds more light because that's where it is bending outwards, and you can use some white paint again to give some highlights and some sequence look. Coming to this dupatta, the fabric is a sheer or translucent net fabric for which I will be using pencil color in a very light yellow ochre or brown shade, because it's not totally a white fabric whichever I can understand from the image at least. So that's why I'm using this shade to do the dupatta here, and I'm using light strokes towards the folds and the direction of the dupatta, however it is flowing. I mean, you can see, so use your pencil strokes very carefully and towards one direction. To give the light strokes in the dupatta, you can use grey pencil to give some less emphasis. I mean, black can be too harsh, so yeah, you can use black or grey, combination of black and grey, and also the white pencil will work good. So lastly, add your detailing with the white paint, I mean wherever you can see the shine or the sequins. And guys, don't forget to check the description box. I have given all the details there, like the list of materials which I have used in this illustration. You can also check out the Amazon links. So yes, you can either purchase or you can also do this with your own art supplies as well, because I have also talked about the alternative options. So yeah, just keep on practicing with whichever elements you have. Coming to the jewelries, what I do generally is outlining everything nicely with my micron pen and then filling in the area with colors. Here I am using the pencil colors only to do the coloring of the jewelry, and the difference comes when you add some detailing and highlights. I mean, use your black pencil very nicely to give that shiny look in your jewelry. Here you can see how I'm using, and also you can add some white highlights using white paint or white gel pen, whichever you like, to give those shiny look in your jewelries. And lastly guys, don't forget to put more emphasis to your folds using a combination of black, grey and white to highlight the folds more nicely. Also, don't forget to let me know in the comment section below how you liked this approach and was this easy enough for you all to understand. And if you are practicing this look, don't forget to share it with me on my Instagram. This is the Instagram handle. Also, you can use the hashtag #ArtStudio by Srabani to upload your pictures. I will definitely love to see your works, and I will see you all soon in another interesting tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Till then, keep drawing, keep illustrating. Bye and take care.